out by where the oak tree shadows fell, down a dusty trail where my heart didn't dwell. We carved our names in the bark so old, laughed beneath the sky bold and gold. But that creek where we'd sit and hold whispered of the time when love would fold. The creek turned cold, my darling, like your goodbye. Echoes in the canyon under the bruised twilight sky. My scarf still holds the scent of your sweet lost embrace as the wind sings lonesome through this forsaken place. Years rode by like a fast-moving storm. Life stripped the land where our dreams were born. The cabin stands, but it's empty inside, like the hollow echo of my pride. What once was laughter, silence now abides in the shadows of love that the twilight hides. The creek turned cold, my darling, like your goodbye. Echoes in the canyon on that bruised twilight sky. My saddle's worn and my heart bears the scars of nights chasing you like a moth to the stars. Sometimes I think I hear you call over the ridge when the night shadows fall, but it's just the wind through the porch it weeps, stirring up memories like autumn leaves. Oh, the creek turned cold, and so have I, beneath the endless unyielding sky, letting go yet holding on to the whisper of your song as the trail fades out where our love went wrong. Yes, the creek turned cold, but the story's told, and the dust kicked up and the sunset bold.
Out where the oak trees shadow the old gravel road, I found a scarf you left, a faded but bold, beneath the stars where our whispers once danced. An empty cabin recalls how we chanced. A sunset bleeds red, just like my old heart, in those quiet towns we're miles apart. The campfire forgot how to spark your flame, but these winds, they still howl your name. Lost in the echoes of soft, dusty trails, my soul rides lonesome with brittle old sails. That porch we once dreamed on, now silent and warm. The laughter's faded, the wood planks forlorn. Where rivers once sang through the cool evening air, now just the ghost of your scent lingers there. The path we walked overgrown, lost to time, and I wander these ways with a heart heavy like crime. My soul rides lonesome with brittle old sails under the vast unyielding sky. I've learned that even the strongest cry, in the echo of each hoofbeat's fall, I find the loneliest truth of all. The campfire forgot, but I'll never erase the love, the pain, the beauty, your face. Lost in the echoes of soft, dusty trails, my soul rides lonesome where memory prevails. The night grows cold as old songs fade, but your shadow in the moonlight forever stay.
There's an old oak by the river bend where the scarves of our youth fluttered in the wind. We carved our names, young and bold, under the sun where the wagon wheel hides, in the dust of trails where shadows confide. Oh, those wagon wheels rolling slow through wildlands where my heart used to go, now just echoes in the lonely night. Wagon wheel hides, and so does the light. Every creek a story, every turn a sigh, holding memories as the years pass by. The porch still creaks at the old homestead. It's just a whisper without her tread. That gravel road once ours to share, now leads to silence and a cold empty chair. Saddles rest, the fireplace cold in the cabin where our love story told. Oh, those wagon wheels rolling slow through quiet towns where my dreams used to go, now just shadows in the fading light. Wagon wheel hides, and so does the night. Every creek a story, every turn a sigh, holding memories as life drifts by. Rain falls like tears on the dusty ground, each drop a moment, a lost love found. In the stillness I hear her call, a whisper from the past, the rise and fall. So here I stand where we once lie, under the oak by the riverside. Wagon wheel hides beneath the aging sky, a testament of love, a never-ending why. In every sunset's glow, in every star's light, I find her smile in the quiet of the night.
On the edge of Dixon's pasture where the oak trees kiss the sky, I built that fence of cedar neath the watch of her blue eyes. Wind whispered through the branches with a soft and lonesome sigh, as the sun dipped low, casting shadows where our promises did lie. But the fence held tight neath the weight of time, through storms of dust and the winter's rime. like my heart holds on to the love that's gone. In the silence of the night, the fence held tight. Years have turned like pages in this old forgotten town. Our laughter now just echoes where our steps once marked the ground. The cabin stands all empty where we once dreamed side by side. Only gravel roads and fading trails where my regrets reside. Yes, the fence held tight 'neath the weight of time, through the howling wind and rain's cold chime. Like my heart holds on to the days long gone, beneath the starlit sky, the fence held tight. There's an old scarf hung on the porch swing, frayed and worn like me. Every thread a story, every stain a memory. I wonder if she misses those wild lands we used to roam, or if I'm just a ghost now in the ruins of our home. So the fence held tight 'neath the weight of years, guarding all my hopes, cradling my fears, as I whisper her name to the endless night in the heart's quiet ache. The fence held tight, oh, the heart's quiet ache, with a fence held tight.
In the shadow of a withered oak where the creek bends low and wide, I dropped my hat, a piece of her, beneath that endless sky. It danced with dust on gravel roads where our laughter used to lay. Now just whispers with the tumbleweeds in the ballet of decay. And that old hat walked away like summer rain through thirsty ground, left me standing heart in hand in this ghost of a prairie town. The sunset bleeds the same old red, but colder blows the wind. Since that hat walked away with her, won't see her smile again. Porch still groans under my boots like it did when she was near, echoing around this empty room, the songs we can't hear. Her scarf still hangs upon the door, but the scent's been washed by time, just like the trails we rode together, now lost to pines and rime. That old hat walked away with dreams woven into its brim, left me with these aching hands and eyes that grow dim. Night stretched longer down these roads where once we rode so free. Since that hat walked away with her, took all my dreams with me. Underneath that vast old sky where stars watch and know, I reckon hearts are made to break and broken hearts to grow. But mine's just wandering lost lost and cold, a shadow man on a moonlit ridge, walking a path of memories, alone beneath the bridge. Yes, that hat walked away like her steps fading in the hall, each echo a reminder of a past I can't recall. So I'll saddle up and ride away beneath these aching skies, while that hat keeps walking away with her under these lonesome cries. The wind picks up the dust it swirls, the sunset paints it all, a scene of silent solitude where memories and sorrows sprawl. Yet in this heart she rides still across lands both wild and free. That had walked away with my love, left the rest to me.
Out by the old Copeland farm, the oak trees still whisper your name, where we carved our hearts so wild and free. Now nothing out there looks the same. Found that old saddle by the creek, rain had washed it halfway away, like the tears that stole your sweet smile from me on that storm-torn fateful day. And oh, my heart rides lonesome valley since you and the sun both set to go. This trail's just dust and scattered shadow, with the saddle washed away, like the love I used to know. I walk past the shuttered cabin doors, where your laughter filled the golden air. Now only silence greets me there, as if the world knows what I bear. Came upon that scarf you loved, caught on a bramble, frayed and torn, just like the promises we made on the porch where forever was sworn. Yes, my heart rides lonesome valley since you and the sun both set to go. This trail's just dust and scattered shadows, with the saddle washed away, like the love I used to know. Your scarf to the wind's soft side. Guess it's time to let old memories fly, just like that eagle we watched in July. And oh, my heart rides lonesome valley since you and the sun both set to go. I'll follow these trails of dust and shadows, with my saddle washed away, like the love I'll never outgrow, forever a wanderer, a shadow in the fray, with my saddle washed away, like the love I'll always know. Out where the oak tree marks our names, carved deep in bark, a heart aflame. Beneath its boughs we swore in vain, in wild lands where the wind speaks in whispers, that old porch where your laughter rang, a
melody midst the rustling plains. Now just a shadow under moon's wane, where a cracked frame lingers. Those days are dust, your scarf's undone, fading trails where we once run. Sunset paints the skies you won, but I'm just a shadow fading deeper. Oh, ghosts walk these empty roads through whispered pines and forgotten notes. In the silence of this heavy load, my heart keeps calling to the keeper. The cabin stands on the ridge alone, its windows dark, its warmth unknown. Gravel roads reclaimed by thorn, echoes of our footsteps, now just echoes. That saddle hangs unwithered still, untouched by time against my will. Each dusk I trace the lonely hill, where memories like rivers softly flow. Those days are dust, your scarf's undone, fading trails where we once run. Sunset paints the skies you won, but I'm just a shadow fading deeper. Oh, ghosts walk these empty roads through whispered pines and forgotten notes. In the silence of this heavy load, my heart keeps calling to the keeper. And so I ride beneath the stars, guided by the night's soft scars, learning that a love like life is sparred by time's ungentle, cruel hands. Those days are dust, your scarf's undone, each sunset lost, each day is won. In this life where I must roam, I carry your love, my eternal home. The cracked frame lingers, but it's clear, in every whisper I feel you near. A cowboy's heart, lone but sincere, holding to memories I ride on alone. My heart keeps calling to the keeper. Out where the cedar shadows lay, by the rusted gate on Fiddler's Bay, I remember her scarf red against the gray, and the promise we made at the break of day. Her laughter tangled in the wild oak breeze, while our dreams soared high like the birds and bees. Front porch creaks under moonlit teas, now nothing but silence and falling leaves. Oh, that rusted gate said nothing as my heart spoke all out loud and clear, where the wind whispers secrets of the love we were betting, now just echoes of you disappearing with the deer. Years worn down like the old town road, gravel turned to dust where we once strode. That old log cabin, our love's abode, now empty, just the echo of the stories it holds. The rains came through, washed away the traces of tender touches and cherished places. Yet under the oak, where time embraces, I still see us dancing lost in love's graces. Oh, that rusted gate said nothing as my heart spoke all out loud and clear, where the wind whispers secrets of the love we were betting, now just echoes of you disappearing with the deer. So here I stand where the wild thyme grows, on the path less walked where the river knows. I've ridden under sunsets through highs and lows, but your shadow beside me, endless as it goes. Yes, that rusted gate says nothing, and I'm still speaking to the stars so near. In the silence, your memory softly clutching to the heart of a cowboy who can't let go the fear, where the rusted gate stands solemn and the night draws near. I'm the echo of a love song, fading but always dear. Out where the creek bends past old Josie's farm, I found a scarf a dancing in the breeze. It swirled like whiskey in a weathered glass, 'neath oaks that whisper secrets through their leaves. We'd watch the sunset gentle closing her eyes, orange skies bleeding into purple night. Her laughter mingled with the cricket song and that fading light. Everything felt right. The sunset closed her eyes the day we said goodbye. Now every twilight sings a lonesome wayward sigh. The wind's a solemn tune that rides the dusty plains, carrying her voice, bringing back the pain. Now the porch swing sways, but it's empty as the dawn. Echoes of footsteps like ghosts in morning fall. Where we once walked, gravel roads now lead nowhere. Trails we blazed are overgrown as if we were never there. The saddle sits untouched, the horses wander free. Life moves on past cabins full of dreams. Yet in my mind I roam those rooms again, searching for the love, the life that might have been. The sunset closed her eyes the day we said goodbye. Now every twilight sings a lonesome wayward sigh. The wind's a solemn tune that rides the dusty plains, carrying her voice, bringing back the pain. In the quiet whispers of the rain, against old window panes, I hear her name. A solitary figure by the gate, a cowboy's heart knows it's too late. The sunset closed her eyes, and so must I.
to dreams of yesteryears under vast unending skies. But her shadow in the dusk, always by my side. The sunset closed her eyes, and part of me died. With every setting sun, I feel again. The sunset closed her eyes, and the night descends. I found your boots still by the door, the ones you wore in '94. Your coat still hangs where you'd let it rest, that scent of pine still on your vest. But what I touched with shaking hand was that old scarf I knit by a lamp, the red one with the frayed up ends you wore through blizzards, storms, and bends. The scarf still smells like you, like hay and smoke and morning dew. I held it close, I breathed it in, and let my tears fall from my chin. You may be gone, but that thread's true, still wrapped in love. The scarf still smells like you.
You said it scratched, you said it itched, but wore it still through every ditch. I saw it once near Canyon Cold, wrapped round your neck, fighting the bold.
Now it's folded on our chair, the one you fixed when legs gave scare. And every time I pass that seat, I swear I hear your boots repeat. The scarf still smells like you, like coffee mugs and campfires hue. I press it soft against my chest to hush this ache that will not rest. No need for gold, no grand ado. You left me warm, the scarf still smells like you. They asked if I'd let your things go, but I said no, 'cause some threads hold more than wool can show.
The scarf still smells like you, like laughter caught in sunsets blue. I'll keep it close till my time's due,
Then bring it with me straight to you. No grave too far, no stars too few. I'll find you where the skies turn new, and bring the scarf that still smells like you. Out there where the old oak stands, under the weeping sky, I first saw her while laughing eyes in the spring when the river was high. We carved our dreams in the bark, sealed them with a sunset's cry. But like the leaves that turn with time, some love just says goodbye. Storm stays in the hollows of this heart
Winds may twist the path, but from her memory I can't part. Rain falls on the tin roof like tears on an old porch light. And in the whisper of the pines, I'm with her every lonesome night. Years flew like dust off a cowboy's boots through seasons of endless roam. Her scarf still hangs by the door of the cabin that we called home. The trails that we once walked, now overgrown, tell the tales of days gone past. Like the shadow of an empty saddle, some things ain't meant to last. The storm stays in the hollows of this heart. Winds may twist the path, but from her memory I can't part. Rain falls on the tin roof like tears on an old porch light. And in the whisper of the pines, I'm with her every lonesome night. By the flicker of the firelight, I see her dancing free. Neath the stars, I still remember what my heart won't let me be. So here I stand, a broken man, on roads that she once graced, holding on to a ghost of a girl in the storm that never fades. Storm stays, oh, but how I've tried to ride past her memory's gate. Yet every sunset spills her colors in strokes I can't erase. Rain falls on this heart-soul porch like whispers of her life. And I know in the dust and the wind, she's never truly out of sight. So I sing this song to the storm, to the love that I still crave, beneath the vast eternal skies, till I take it to my grave.
In the shadow of an oak, where the wild daisies throng, beneath the boundless dome, where the quiet rivers run, the once in sway to swing, ropes weathered by the sun, where laughter bloomed like spring, oh, the days when we were young. But now the swings at rest, no more to sway and sigh, underneath that ancient oak, where part of my heart did die. Each creaky sound it made like a lonesome whispered cry. The swing died young, my love, beneath that endless sky. The town's a whispered ghost, its streets bathed in the dusk, Porsches empty, curtains drawn, in the silence dreams do rust. That old scarf you left behind, now a relic of our trust, turned to dust like the roads we rode, surrendered to the gust. But now the swings are rest, no more to sway inside, underneath that ancient oak, where all our dreams did lie. Each creaking sound it made like a farewell, soft and shy. The swing died young, my dear, and sometimes so do I. Oh, how the prairie sings, tones so bittersweet, of every tender night and every heart's defeat, in the folds of fading light, where memories and sorrows meet. I find the echoes of our love and every shadow I greet. Yes, the
more to sway inside. Underneath that ancient oak, I come to sit and cry. Each whispered windswept tale, tales of the time gone by. Swing that young, my love, and love neither can I. Swing that young, my love, beneath that vast old sky. In the shade of an ancient oak, where the whispers of the old world spoke, I carved our names in the heart of the wood, where the silence of our lost love stood. The creek nearby, it sang its tune beneath the quiet prairie moon. Your scarf still caught on the jagged bark, a faded red against the dark. Oh, these ghost-carved memories, they haunt the trails where we once roamed. In every gust your laughter flees, through empty cabins past dreams we own. My heart's a shadow in the twilight, drifting over gravel roads in the fading light of a love that might have been where the restless river flows. Now the porch where we used to sit, watch the seasons change, admit to the winds that sweep through hollow rooms, carrying the remnants of old perfumes. And I, lone rider on these plains, find solace in the rains that wash the tracks we left behind, but never blur you from my mind. Oh, these ghost-carved memories, they haunt the trails where we once roamed. In every gust your laughter flees, through empty cabins past dreams we own. My heart's a shadow in the twilight, drifting over gravel roads in the fading light of a love that might have been where the restless river flows. By the dusty glow of the setting sun, I see your face and I come undone. Time's cruel hand may heal the scars, but leaves its stories in the stars. An old saddle worn lies near the door, like my heart not needed anymore. In the echoes of my solitude lies the quiet depth of my gratitude. Oh, these ghost-carved memories, they haunt the trails where we once roamed. In every gust your laughter flees, through empty cabins past dreams we own. I let the dust claim what's left to save me, folks. Shadows by the grave of a love too wild to ever tame. Ghost-carved, I'll whisper your name. Underneath the weeping willow, by the creek where lilies flow, you and I, we carved our names inside a dusty sunlit coat. Oak trees stood as silent witnesses, the sky blushed pink to gold, in that wild forgotten valley where our tender love was told. Oh, love drifts like tumbleweeds along a lonesome gravel road. With every sunset bleeding red, my heart bears what it owes. These paths of dust and memory, where silence speaks in gusts, whispering the echoes of the promise and the trust. Now the porch groans empty, shadows stretched like fingers cold. The cabin's hollow, filled with echoes of the stories that we told. Your scarf still hangs upon the hook, a ghostly shade of gray. Each thread a line of lyrics from the song we'll never play. Yes, love drifts like tumbleweeds along that rugged gravel road. Every sunset deeper red, each part in a heavier load. I wander through the whispers where your laughter used to burst, wrestling with the quiet that replaced our vibrant thirst. By the oak we vowed under, now I rest my weary bones, sifting through the ashes of the fire that we had known. A single leaf, it falls, a final dance upon the breeze, a testament to seasons changed and love that ceased to be. Love drifts, it's like the smoke that rises, fading into blue. No matter how I cling to mist, I'm losing parts of you. With every dusty twilight, as the stars begin to show, I feel the weight of empty hands letting go, letting go, letting go. Out where the river bends low beneath the willows, I found a scarf blue as the wide prairie sky. It fluttered like a lonesome dove's gentle echo, where once you whispered soft under sunset's loving sigh. The oak tree by the old porch still holds our names, carved deep in the bark beneath time's endless gaze. And the saddle whispers your name in the cold night air, riding trails of memories through shadows of despair. Each stirrup sways with the weight of ghostly dreams, while my heart rides on alone past quiet towns and streams. The cabin stands empty where laughter used to dwell, windows staring blank like eyes lost in sorrow's spell. Dust dances with the wind across the creaky wooden floors, echoes of your footsteps I can't hear anymore. The gravel road that led to our sunlit promised land now winds away forgotten through the lonely desert sand. And the saddle whispers your name in the cold night air, riding trails of memories through shadows of despair. Each stirrup sways with the weight of ghostly dreams, while my heart rides on alone past quiet towns and streams. Underneath the vast expanse of stars, I lay me down. Prairie wind carries your voice, but it's just a lonesome sound. An echo in the canyon, a whisper in the dark. A cowboy's heart wanders forever, kindled by love's lost spark. So the saddle whispers your name one last time into the breeze, past the trails where love once roamed free, beneath the whispering trees. Maybe in another life, down another dusty loves find the day. Till then, my love, the prairie moon watches as I roam alone, a wandering soul forever in search of a heart to call home.
Out by lonely hill where the oak tree stands, I carved our names in the bark with these weathered hands. We watch sunsets paint the sky, just you and me. In that old cabin shadow, we were wild, we were free. Oh, lonely hill, you hold my heart in your rugged ground, where we ran through dreams with no one else around. Now the wind whispers through the grass, a soft, mournful sound. Lonely hill, where my love, oh, she died young. Seasons turned and the frost came to claim the land. Your scarf still in my pocket, but there's no warmth in my hand. The gravel road we wandered, now overgrown, leads back to an empty porch where memories moan. Oh, lonely hill, you hold my heart in your rugged ground, where we ran through dreams with no one else around. The oak tree stands silent under stars that still astound. Lonely hill, where my love, oh, she died young. Underneath that vast prairie sky, I hear her call, in the rustle of the leaves, in the autumn's gentle paw. Riding trails now fading, where our laughter once rang tall. Her echo in the canyon, a haunting love and throe. Oh, lonely hill, you cradle dreams that never age, bound by the promise of a dusty bygone stage. My heart lies buried neath your sage. Lonely hill, where my love forever young, on this old page. So I'll sing to the stars above the quiet earth, a ballad for a ghost and the love she gave birth. Every whisper in the wind, every tear has its worth. On lonely hill, where love died young and found its rebirth.
Out where the oak tree whispers to the breeze, past Johnson's farm, that old porch calls to me. We dance 'neath stars, your laughter in the wind, those moonlit nights. My heart, you'd always win. A scarf you left still hangs upon the rail, its threads as worn as tales this cabin tells. A porch cries under the weight of yesteryears. Sunsets bleed like the tears we can't reclaim, where your shadow merged with mine. Now just gravel roads and the echo of your name. The saddle rests untouched by time's rough hands, but I've roamed far past these wild forgotten lands, where once our dreams like wildflowers freely bloom. Now empty rooms and silence starkly loom. An old path fades where we once walked in stride, under a sky too vast, too deep to hide. Porch cries under the weight of yesteryears. Sunsets bleed like the tears we can't reclaim, where your shadow merged with mine. Now just gravel roads and the echo of your name. Sometimes the wind brings whispers soft and low, a hint of songs we sang so long ago. And though I've tried to wander from the past, in every dusk your memory holds fast. A porch cries under the weight of yesteryears. I'm learning now, some ghosts you never cleared, where once our love lay deep like riverbeds, remains the dust of all that's left unsaid. In twilight's hush, the night takes up your part, sings to the beat of this old weathered heart.
Out where the oak tree shadows lay, long on the ground, under skies that weave tales of azure and gold. There used to be laughter soft as a feather. Now there's just the echo of the stories we told by that old wooden porch where the creek sings its chorus. You danced under starlight, scarf catching the wind, but the night grew cold, oh so bold, and silence like frost began to descend. Silence burns in this heart of mine, on lonely trails where the sunsets bleed. In every whisper of the pine, I find the ghost of you I can't set free. Dust swirls where your shadow fell, in this empty cabin built for two. Silence burns, oh it burns like hell, 'cause every silence whispers you. Years roll like the thunder across these plains, gravel roads worn down by boots and rain. The saddle sits untouched, its leather cracked and dry, just like the tears that once stormed from our eyes. Where did those promises ride off to? Lost like pebbles in the churn of time. Now only your scar, faded and blue, hangs on the post, a relic of what was mine. Silence burns in this heart of mine, on lonely trails where the sunsets bleed. In every whisper of the pine, I find the ghost of you I can't set free. Dust swirls where your shadow fell, in this empty cabin built for two. Silence burns, oh it burns like hell, 'cause every silence whispers you. Fire survive even the hardest rain. Silence burns and yet now I see it's in the quiet I find your trace. In the rustle of leaves, in the chill of the breeze, in the lonely spaces of this endless silence burns and I burn too, but in the ashes I find some peace. For every silence that whispers of you brings a bittersweet release.
On the edge of Dusty Creek, beneath the ancient oak's embrace, her laughter filled the summer air, no sorrow could it trace. We carved our names within the bark, a promise meant to stay. But like the leaves come autumn's end, her smile slipped away. Her smile tied down my restless soul beneath the prairie skies. Now I roam through ghostly towns where only silence lies. In the whisper of the wind I hear her voice soft and low, echoing across the valleys where the lonely rivers flow. The cabin stands but empty now on the road where violets grew. Our dreams once hung on every wall, bright as morning dew. I walk the rooms, the floorboards groan like the saddles we once rode. Each step a memory, each breath a load. Her smile tied down my wandering heart under sunsets burning red. Now I drift where shadows part, haunted by the words unsaid. In the rustling of the leaves, in the raindrops' solemn song, I find her traces faint and sweet in the twilight all along. And oh, how the mountains recall our echoes fading into gray. The scarf she left on the old porch swing, I see it every day. A token frayed and weather worn like the love I cannot claim. This life of dust and thorns, nothing stays the same. Tied down my soul to dreams where wild rivers weep. Though I've roamed 1,000 trails, my heart refused to leave. Now every star up in that endless sky, every whisper through the pines, holds a piece of her, the lost love of mine. As I wander bound by memories in these endless fading lines. Out where the oak trees meet the gravel road, she laughed under skies of gold and sunset glow. Her eyes burned like the fire in the desert cold. In that old town where the dust would softly blow, her eyes, they burned through the wild winds of my mind. A memory like the scent of rain on dry pine. She's the ghost in the night, the
whisper in the pines, her eyes burn. Oh, and they haunt me every time. Years have passed, the cabin's worn and old, saddle's dusty, the porch is mossy stone. Where once laughter danced, now silence firmly holds. Scarf she left behind, now faded, frayed and cold. Her eyes, they burn through the wild winds of my mind. A memory like the scent of rain on dry pine. She's the ghost in the night, the whisper in the pines, her eyes burn. Oh, and they haunt me every time. Across the fading trails where our dreams used to roam, I wander heart in hand through this life alone. Every sunset bleeds into my soul's twilight. There rises a starless night, no more light to fight. Her eyes, they burn and I'm lost in their flame. A lone silhouette against the prairie's vast frame. She's the ghost in the night, the final cry of the loons, her eyes burn.